Hello and welcome back to my vlog, Chapter 16, Laugh and Live by Douglas Fairbanks. Failure to seize opportunities. There is an old saying to the effect that opportunity knocks but once at our door. And that is all falderall. Opportunity knocks at some people's doors nearly every day of their lives and is given a royal welcome. That's what opportunity likes. Appreciation. It goes often to the home where the latch string hangs on the outside. It's like a sign reading, "Hot coffee at all hours, day or night." Very inviting. Very much different, however, from the abode whose windows shed no light and whose door is barred from within. Nobody home. That's the sign for this door. Mr. Numbskull lives here, and most of the time he sleeps. When anyone knocks on his door, he pulls the covers up over his head to shut out the noise. He's down on his luck anyhow, therefore it would be a waste of good shoe leather for him to be up and puttering around. If opportunity ever knocked at his door, he could say in all truth that he never heard it. He had often heard of opportunity being in the neighborhood, but one thing is certain: someone else had invariably seen him first. He felt sure he would know opportunity if ever he met him face to face, and if ever he did, he would have it out with him then and there. Meanwhile, dadgast the luck. Always the fates pursued him with some sort of hoodoo. And his neighbors, well, some of them had sense enough to keep their distance and let him alone. Others, however, had not been considerate of the fact that a jinx was on his trail and were given to making sarcastic remarks concerning him. And thus it was that Mr. Numbskull spent his days dodging his neighbors, sidestepping the highways, and obscuring himself from the very individual he wanted so much to behold, opportunity. At last there came a time when, in despair and in disrepute, he took to the woods and is yet to be heard from. Opportunity still visits the neighborhood, but the path leading to Mr. Numbskull's home is grown up in weeds. The fact is that our real opportunity knocks from within. Through experience, built upon consecutively by continuous effort, our vision expands and pounds its way out through the portals of our brain. We see the thing that we ought to do, and we go to it. To the man who didn't see it, the opportunity did not exist. What we don't know doesn't hurt us any, so runs the old saw. And here's a case where we who didn't see were hurt, but we didn't know it. For those of us who have vision, there are all sorts of opportunities, but many of them are not good for us. The ones we make for ourselves are the healthy ones, and generally they are the best for us. Our own baby is the one we will take the greatest pride in and enjoy the most. Then we become masters of our own destiny in a sense, and can be more independent through having no senior partners in the enterprise. Often our dreams bring forth a need for many kinds of special knowledge, and for these we go into the open market, offering opportunity to many others in return for their assistance. Thus we find that everything we do is in relation to other things and dependent in part on other people. This should make us careful and a wee bit wary. Opportunities are widely divergent in nature. Through a stroke of hard luck, one might have difficulty in finding employment. The first opportunity might lead to a job in a bar room, but having fortified ourselves by developing our highest attributes, such as honesty, integrity, cleanliness of body and mind, we are able to somehow or other pinch along until something better shows itself. First-class principles are not to be thrown away upon the first provocation. Therefore, in order to take away the temptation, we might as well figure out that a great many employments in the world do not represent real opportunities, and therefore should not be considered. Failure to seize such so-called opportunities becomes a virtue in the same sense that the failure to seize a decent opportunity becomes a shame. Often opportunity comes through meeting men of affairs who have power and wealth at their command. These are usually in connection with enterprises of the greater magnitude. Those of us who have the power to control our destinies to a reasonable degree should not stand back in our support of these. If we have carefully built up our initiative, self-reliance, preparedness in the way of efficiency, good health, and the will to do, there is no reason why we should not aspire to take a hand in anything in which we are confident we can succeed. Among the men who control the big affairs of the business world, we find a true democracy. They want the man. The fact that he appears before them neatly attired, bright of eye, and ready of wit will surely count in his favor. In other words, we should live up to the opportunity in whatever form it presents itself after we have accepted its responsibilities. To make this perfectly plain, we must live up to the job. If we are to be superintendent of a coal mine underneath the ground, we will put on our overalls and jumpers, but if we are to be manager of a grand opera house, we will appear in our dress suits. The thought is obvious, but as we journey along, we find many of our fellow mortals neglecting to live in line with what they are doing. We mention this fact hopefully that we will not fail to seize our opportunities by setting up obstacles whereby we may become persona non grata through lack of discernment. Opportunity is within ourselves, and when we have seized our rightful share, then we may look with pride upon our endeavor and proceed to laugh and live. And that's chapter 16, Failure to Seize Opportunities. Make it a great day, and bye.